was the Afghan war's deadliest case of friendly fire. Last month's NATO airstrikes that killed 24 Pakistani soldiers. The Air Force general who led the Pentagon's investigation of what happened says a big factor was neither side wanting to tell the other exactly where its forces were, reflecting a huge gulf between Washington and Islamabad.
This goes back to the opening part of an overarching lack of trust.
The probe laid out a series of gaffes as American forces came under what they thought was heavy insurgent fire near the Afghan-Pakistan border, from the U.S. being unaware of Pakistani border post locations to using wrong maps to mistakenly giving a Pakistani officer the wrong general location of American troops.
He looks at that, looks at his computer, picks up the phone, calls his higher headquarters, and tells them this is the location, and they coordinate and say, no, we don't have anybody there.
That location was off by nearly 9 miles. Believing there were no Pakistanis in the area, the U.S. called in the deadly airstrikes in what the Pentagon says was appropriate force in self-defense.
For the loss of life and for the lack of proper coordination between U.S. and Pakistani forces that contributed to those losses, we express our deepest regret.
It's not the apology Islamabad has been demanding, and with the investigation laying out mistakes by both sides, there's no telling whether it will lead to even more tension between the two countries. Sagar Meghani, Associated Press, The Pentagon.